this isn't about anything necessarily prevalent. This is more so about something that I really wanted to talk about. Just because I've always appreciated his music ever since this event. MF motherfucking Doom. Obviously, that's not how you pronounce it. It's just MF Doom. But remember the caps when you spell the name. You know, a very, very good artist. And honestly, I'm not going to be one of the people who emerged after he passed away be like, oh my god, I can't believe I knew about him for the longest time prior to his death, and I would dabble in his music here and there, you know, Rap Snish Knishes, the Food album, and some of the old like Mad Villains stuff. Not the Mad Villains like collab stuff was super old. And I'm just talking about like the set Mad Villains album. That one was really good. But I really didn't get into him until after he passed away, because I remember I was in a car ride where a buddy of mine texted me. He's like, yo, didn't you listen to this guy? And I see MF Doom, dead, blah, 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 heart stuff and all that. I'm like, oh shit, what? And not that I was like heartbroken, but I was starting to get in a position where I'm like, yo, I fuck with this guy's shit. So I was like really looking forward to like, you know, having a new artist that you're beginning to like learn and all that. And then just, he died. To those who don't know what happened, he suffered from a complication of heart pressure medications, I believe it is, or blood pressure medications. From what I'm aware of, it was that he was prescribed a blood pressure medication and that didn't work well at all. And like after an investigation was done to see exactly why it happened, some doctor said like, this shouldn't have fucking been given to him. Why the fuck did we give him this? As far back as that goes, he was sick for a while, and it was something I believe he lived with for a long time, and then it had gotten really bad in one spell, and it landed him in the hospital. And this was during COVID, so the day he died, his wife actually couldn't come see him. It was awful scenario. There's something I want to talk about it though. It's that his death, I feel like, ended a possible branch of music that could have existed. MF Doom's style, it quite literally cannot be copied. You can get close, but you can't copy his style, because it's such, the best way I could describe it is a freestyle. Because a freestyle still has a kind of recognizable pattern, a very, you know, I want to say noticeable, I'm going to say tonology to it. Has a very noticeable tonology of the way you'll say things, and the way you'll rhyme, the way you'll phrase your bars, the way you'll phrase, like the way you'll try to build entendres within those bars and all of that shit. So it's like, you know, there's still a very notable thing with this. MF Doom, it was a very, very strange case where this guy just made anything and everything work. And I think him passing away, not to say that music is fucking ruined without him, because there are still excellent artists out there who have began their career from, you know, MF Doom style. I believe, I could be wrong, do not quote me on this, but I believe Jev, one of also my favorite fucking artists of all time, especially Alice, I don't care if it's a fucking mainstream song, it's such a good one. I believe he took some inspirations from MF Doom style and kind of crafted it to his own. My personal favorite is Victor Von Vaudeville Villain. That shit is the best. That shit feels like it's perfect for a heist like video. And why I say that is because there's actually somebody who did a Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared crossover with that song, and it is the coolest fucking shit ever. Matter of fact, here's like a small tidbit from it. Super cool fucking video. I suggest watching it. It's called Don't Thug Me, I'm Scared. Go watch it. Really good. But I really do think we lost a possible branch of music in the direction that MF Doom was heading. He was very big, don't get me wrong, but compared to certain titans like Kendrick, Drake, you know, much more notable names, wasn't their size, but was still very massive. Like to most artists who would kill to be in his position. Obviously, I'm not trashing him for that. I'm saying though, he was also growing at a very steady rate from what I remember at that time frame. So it was like, you know, MF Doom is starting to rise. There's a possibility we start seeing people trying to adopt his style a lot more because, hey, MF Doom has a style that it's so poetical. And it's not, yes, it's rhyme-based, obviously. It's very heavily rhyme-based. This motherfucker's doing quintuple entendres in his fucking music like nothing. But he passed away. And it really sucks because I adore his music to this day. And he has music everywhere in places you wouldn't even fucking imagine. Like this, like there's songs that I've listened to from like some of the Mad Villains crew and all that. And you know, I'm like, yeah, this is good. And then out of nowhere, he's just there, like not credited too. It's really funny. He's in songs he's not credited to a lot, and it's fucking hilarious to me. It's like, yo, you are, I'm gonna say, one of the best generational rappers and artists. Rappers is a very, I feel like, very limiting term from one of the best artists to ever fucking exist within the century. I would say poetical schemes, fucking structure design, all that. One of the smartest of that. It's like if Kendrick went fucking like goofy. That is the best way to describe MF Doom. He is on a writing level of Kendrick with a flow that nobody else can copy. I would love for MF Doom to have gotten into some beef with some of the higher artists, not because, oh yeah, mainstream artists versus the underdog. No, just because it would have been funny to hear the bullshit he has to say. That dude usually just takes a mic and just, like, I swear to God, that guy has to be like, just, this is called the goofy freestyle, and it's gonna be the hardest fucking music you'll ever hear. MF Doom genuinely was a gift to the world. And motherfuckers were like real big fucking dickhead gatekeeping pieces of shit that want to try to be like, oh, well, you weren't a fan of him before he died, so no shit, motherfucker. Like, I hate that logic. Like, and I've ran into a lot of people like that, where I've gotten into conversations about how I really appreciated his music, how I really like his discography, whatever the fuck it is, and how his writing is genius to me, though. That's the thing. I really adore artists who have good writing structure in their music. Kendrick being a very big one, obviously, because that guy, oh my God, him and Pusha T on what's it called? Fuck, I forget what it's called, but it's the one where it's like go figure, motherfucker, every verse is a brick. That song, fucking amazing song. The breakdown on that fucking whole song is amazing. That's besides the point. I genuinely saw MF Doom as possibly one of the best writers in music. I'm not just gonna say rap, music ever, because this guy was genius. Samples fucking insane. Nobody ever thought to just throw a whole fucking X-Men or fucking like Fantastic Four episode as a fucking sample. What? Who does that? A fucking full episode, cartoon episode with some nice beats, very weird instruments. Like, yo, who the fuck? Nobody would think of that. Nobody could make that work except him. And that's why there's been so many people who've tried to emulate it and could get pretty close, but there's a tone, there's this feature. It's almost like a signature on the music, on the sound itself, that he can only do. And it's a fucking amazing thing. So it really upsets me knowing that what we have of MF Doom going forward is all we have. And I've wanted to try to do music and sampling and some rap bullshit like he has. I have some unreleased bullshit that's recorded in FL Studio, and they're absolute dog shit. Mainly just the lines themselves, no beats. They're just like projects that are there to forever rot. But it's such like, because I would love to get as close as I can to what he could do, to just continue that, because I know there's MF Doom fans out there who try to do the same because they appreciate his music that much, that it's so good and so creative. It's like, yo, what does it take to get there? Like, MF Doom's music, I want to say, is genuinely like creatively life-changing. Like, if you are somebody who very much appreciates music and creation of content, not necessarily like in the sake of being like a YouTuber and all that, but just in general, like music, art, all that, you can respect his creativity so fucking much, because it was like on all rounds, it was genius. To the day I'll die, I remember all caps when I spell the name. Thank you guys for watching. Deuces.